We only getting started. Yeah, I got the light. He got the light. We got the light. What you know about it? So much light. More light than a spike in your power bill. Or a match when it strike, we devour ill. They don't know how to feel. Their minds crippled, mental gangbangers. Never saw losers, but we game changers. Rearrange strangers with the Rickers. Next mission, bring the light to your home, electrician. I've been grinding since the basement. If you know, you know, man.
After 2 years of waiting since its announcement, Bomb Rush CyberFunk is finally here, and my god, is it amazing. Bomb Rush CyberFunk is a spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio, and it does its job really well. The amount of passion that went into this project itself is almost immediately noticeable. From the movement, the level design, the soundtrack, to the beautiful art direction, and strange but fun story, this game definitely has something for any fan of this genre.
That's the hard part. Restarted the lost art. Can make a smash from the mouth. I'm an all-star. Like this, light switch. Like this, priceless. Like this, light switch. Like this, priceless. Hit the light switch if you need a light switch. Like this, right quick for the night shift.
In Bomb Rush CyberFunk, you play as Red, a robotic head placed on the body of a street artist after its original head gets cut off at the very start of the game, and now you're on a mission to recover it, finding out more about yourself all along the way. Aside from the personal character development, the main part of the game is about the crew you ride with, aptly named Bomb Rush Crew. Your crew starts off small, but as you progress through the game, you start accumulating new members, all of which are actually playable as you recruit them, which is awesome. The gameplay loop consists of this: leave your hideout towards the newest locale the game wants you to explore, spray up some graffiti, and do tricks around the area to gain the attention of the local crew running that area. Complete challenges provided by the rival crew until you have enough reputation, and then finally you can challenge the rival crew to a turf war. Essentially a short 2 to 5 minute competition to see which crew can gain the most points by performing stunts. Once you win a turf war, it's rinse and repeat. Granted, there are a few boss fights and side quests sprinkled in there to keep the game feeling fresh without becoming too monotonous, and it's much appreciated. The level design in Bomb Rush really complements the gameplay, and I'm talking verticality. I mean, this game has you moving every possible direction, but you're especially just going to be moving up a whole lot, and damn does it work well. The amount of upwards rails, consecutively upwards while riding, and mid-air rails is a decent percentage of locations, but it's honestly all for the better. It feels so rewarding to practice a route to get to a hard-to-reach location, and then once all that practice pays off, you finally get to that hidden collectible or graffiti spot you've been after, and it feels so amazing. Moving around in Bomb Rush CyberFunk is something akin to having the tricks and movement of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater mixed with the agility, fluidness, and vertical focus of Sunset Overdrive, and it just all comes together in this amazing love child of a game. At the time of my review, I'm sitting at around 7 hours played, and I think I'm only about halfway through the game. Now, you can absolutely speedrun through this game from what it feels like, and probably get much further ahead than I am, but I'm just so easily immersed in the combos that I honestly forget I even have an objective at times. And that's not a bad thing either. It means the gameplay is fun enough on its own to really just get you invested in what you're doing. Obviously, I have to address this game's amazing soundtrack. This game was developed by Team Reptile, the same team behind Lethal League and Lethal League Blaze. And if you know anything about those games, you know that the soundtrack is some funky as hell techno music. Team Reptile definitely follows suit in Bomb Rush, and it's just an amazing compilation of music. that the entire time it just inspires you to keep going. I could be dropping combos all game long, and I just keep getting pumped up by the music, so I'll keep going on. The tracks you hear throughout this video are actually my personal favorites. Personally, I'm a huge sucker for games that have a lot of playable characters, and I mean Bomb Rush CyberFunk has a lot of characters. You don't get as many of them throughout the main storyline, but once you complete the post game, you just rack up so many characters, and it's awesome. Even in a game like this, where the characters are all pretty much doing the same tricks, stances, or well, everything really, there's just something so fun to me about being able to change to a different character and seeing how they look different while performing the same moves. I'm not sure how to put it. It's invigorating every time I change the character after playing the same one for about an hour or so. While I'm not a big fan of Day 1 DLC in games, the 2 DLC characters offered for this game are honestly pretty damn cool. Both of the characters are based off of playable characters from Lethal League. We have Switch, who is an awesome skateboarding robot, and Jet, a skater girl whose design was inspired by the original Jet Set radio. And I think both characters honestly fit really well. I just wish they didn't have a price tag attached to them. Now, I know it's standard in review to have some positives and obviously a couple negatives, but I really don't have anything bad to say here. So far, my experience with Bomb Rush has yielded nothing but enjoyable gameplay and just an overall relaxing and vibes-filled journey. I can comfortably say that Bomb Rush CyberFunk is one of the best games to come out of this year. Plays with the likes of Baldur's Gate 3, Tears of the Kingdom, and Street Fighter 6, Bomb Rush CyberFunk has definitely earned its place at the top of the review boards.